Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to start with Sigmund Freud. Are you listening to me, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Clearly.
okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Today we are going to start with the Sigmund Freud's, and he lived from 1856 to 1939, and his contribution towards the psychology is certainly unforgettable, and it is very much beneficial for doctors and philosophers throughout the world. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, was a physiologist, medical doctor, psychologist, and influential thinker of early 20th century. Working initially in close collaboration with Joseph Breuer, Freud elaborated the theory that the mind is a complex energy system, the structural investigation of which is the proper province of psychology. It means that the brain of man is very much a complex type of thing. So the structure of brain was certainly difficult to understand. So that's why he tried his level best to divide the brain into three parts in order to make it very much easy for doctors, philosophers, and scientists to understand. He articulated and refined the concepts of unconscious, infantile, sexuality, and repression. Repression means depression, and proposed a three-way account of mind's structure. So it means that the same thing has been mentioned over here, that he has divided the brain in three parts. All of the parts are radically new conceptual and therapeutic frame of reference for understanding of human psychological development and treatment of abnormal mental condition. That, for example, we have psychologically disturbed type of people. So how their treatment is possible? So he has paved the way for the rest of psychologists and doctors to treat especially those patients who are suffering from mental type of diseases. Or in other words, we can say that there are also neurosurgeons, and they also get help from his theory and philosophy. Notwithstanding the multiple manifestations of psychoanalysis as it exists today, it can, in almost all fundamental aspects, be traced directly back to the Freud's original work. It means that all those psychoanalysts and other doctors may also get help from the fundamental aspect of the brain, which by he I mean that Sigmund Freud put forward. Now here, Sigmund Freud's model of human mind. He certainly put forward the model of human mind. Sigmund Freud believed that events in our childhood have a great influence on our adult lives, shaping our personality. It means that the personality of man depends upon the greatest influence of our experiences on our lives of childhood. If you can recall in your memories that still you have good or bad experiences of life of childhood, So that's why when you were quite young, and today you are grown up, that when you were young, then in those days certainly there were certainly behaviors of the people towards you, and you have preserved them in your brain. So whenever today you look at these, think about those people, then you had them, or you love them. Aisha Shakil has certainly disturbed a lot, and I don't know that why she has unmuted her. Aisha, you should take great care of yourself. Then please, I will never allow you in the class. Now you have disturbed us, and please.
चुप कर जा, चुप चुप, आवाज नहीं आनी चाहिए किसी की।
Now, because of Aisha, means I'm very sorry to say that being students of 8th semester, you should be very much careful and cautious, and you should take great care of the means things over here, because of only your means little mistake, whole the class is disturbed, please. Anyway, so we were discussing that how our personality is shaped, means over here on the basis of our past experiences. For example, anxiety originating from traumatic means painful, shock or shocking experiences in a person's past is hidden from consciousness and may cause problem during adulthood in the form of neurosis. It means here, it means that suppose if you had bad experiences of life, that those bad experiences is still are in your unconscious mind. Okay, and they are hidden from your consciousness, but they create problems for you. Thus, when we explain our behavior to ourselves or others, conscious mental activity, it means that when we share our problems with others, or when we share our good or bad experiences with others, it means that we are very much conscious at that moment. We rarely give a true account of our motivation. This is not because we are deliberately lying, while human beings are great deceivers of others. It means that sometimes we tell lies unknowingly. But overall, it is understood that human beings are more uh, deceivers than other creatures. They are even more adept at self-deception. Self-deception means sometimes we deceive ourselves. And the best example of the same is that we always put our inner self aside, and we face the situations and meet the requirements. For here there's an example. Anna was a girl suffered from hysteria, a condition in which the patient exhibits physical symptoms, paralysis, convulsions, hallucinations, loss of speech. So in hysteria, all these certainly are symptoms. Without an apparent physical cause, it means that you will never find any apparent cause of hysteria. Her doctor and Freud's teacher, Joseph Breyer, succeeded in training Anna by helping her to recall forgotten memories of traumatic events. Now, what the doctors do, they always speak to patients. Patients means those who are suffering from certain painful experiences of life. And those painful experiences of their lives are hidden in unconscious mind. So they try to provide a patient a chance to a patient that he or she may speak, he may she or speak and may uh, express such type of hidden fears and the bad experiences of life. So here, during discussions with her, it became apparent that she had developed a fear of drinking when a dog she hated drank from her glass. It means that once she had a bad experience of what? That the drinking glass, drinking glass was lying over there on the table, and she was at certain distance, and she found that the dog she hated more and more drank from the same glass. So she developed such type of hat and such type of thing in her inner self that in her unconscious mind means disturbance was rooted deeply. And the second experience, her other symptoms originated when caring for her sick father. And the second symptom certainly was the cause of her father's illness. So these are the two causes. During discussions with her, it became apparent. Okay, she would not express her anxiety for her illness, but did express it later. So there was no any person to whom she might share her experiences, but later when she was asked by doctors and psychologists, then she shared the same with them. Not knowingly, but she recalled her past memories, and the doctors tried their level best to dig out unconscious brain of Anna during psychoanalysis. As soon as she had the opportunity to make these unconscious thoughts conscious, her paralysis disappeared. Uh, so what happened? That when she shared her past experiences, then her disease disappeared. Overall, in literature, we have gone through the things, and we know very well that sometimes what happens. Yeah, who has come with the name of Mohit Kumar? I'll never allow her in the class. She may unmute her means mobile phone. Now see what happened. What happens over here? Then you can easily see the model over here. You can easily see the picture of conscious mind. So now we will learn that what is in the conscious mind, what is in the unconscious mind, what is in the subconscious mind. Okay, in conscious mind works 10%. And in conscious mind, we have willpower, number one, and number two, long-term memory. In conscious mind, we have willpower, we have long-time memory, we have logical thinking, we have critical thinking. It means that all these four are in conscious mind. In subconscious mind, and we have 90% of things over here. Beliefs are there, emotions are there, habits are there, values are there. proactive reactions are there, long-term memory is there, imagination is there, and intuition is there. Means all these things are in subconscious mind, and subconscious mind works 90%, and 90% of the memories are in subconscious mind. Okay, so now let us move forward. Understanding the human mind is at the core of psychoanalytic theory. Since the introduction of the theory of Sigmund Freud in the early 19th century, and despite the many advances in the study of psychoanalytic theory, Freud's basic thoughts retain a strong hold on the shaping of views regarding the theory of the human mind. It means that he presented a theory, and now it has become quite easy for us to understand the human mind, and that, along with the theory and along with the model. At the center of Freud's theory are psychopathologies that results in mental illness within a subject. Psychopathologies certainly is a theory of which helps us out in order to understand the illnesses, mental illnesses people suffering from. It is the Freud's premise that within the human mind is contained in three levels of awareness or consciousness. It means that now you can see on the screen that there are three levels: conscious, subconscious, unconscious. Right? It is the introduction of these psychopathologies that affect people, thus requiring more than simply talking about them. The effective treatment of these deep-seated psychopathologies is psychoanalysis. Psychopathologies, in fact, is means disease, and the cure of the same disease is psychoanalysis. In the illustration below is, now see here we have illustration. These three levels and estimated usage of each level. Now see, conscious 10%, subconscious 50 to 60%, unconscious 30 to 40%. When all these three work at the same time, then they create reality. Reality in the sense, the reality before us. So you can easily see all these means three stages or three divisions, sorry. Although acceptance of Freud's psychological theory has subsided and flowed over the time, few professionals would suggest dismissing it. Now, see, certainly as it happens that there are certain people who may not support the theories, and they certainly raise objections. So same is the case with Sigmund Freud. Now see, now the most important thing over here, which we are going to discuss, is the origin of mind. Origin of mind. The origin of the meaning of the mind offers a long and rich history. It means that what was the origin of brain? Unlike many other words and phrases, there is a clear evolution given for its use. So how to use the brain and what is the functions of brain and etc. So here, the theory and philosophy of brain has been divided into three categories. Number one, from philosopher's point of view. From philosopher's point of view, brain, certainly students are over here, and they are trying to attend the class. Okay, so philosophers, in the eyes of the philosophers, mind may mean one's personality, identity, and oh my God, she is Salita, and okay. So now, from philosopher's point of view,
सॉरी सर वो लाइट अभी आई है
from philosopher's
I
point
joined
of
late.
view, oh please, for God's sake, please unmute your mobile phone. Why you are going to disturb? Either I may discuss all these things, or I may listen your problems and issues over here in the classroom. And you may and you have unmuted your mobile, and means the voices and noise is coming over here. So philosophers are of the view that brain shapes one's personality, identity, and memories. So the function of brain is shaping our personality, identity, and memories. As far as the religion is concerned, then religious people are of the view that mind is the place where spirit lies, and spirits spirit helps us out to have awareness of Almighty Allah. And to the scientists, the mind is generator of ideas and thoughts. So we have three different definitions or three meanings of brain over here. So what we have understood from here, we have understood that in the eyes of philosophers, in the eyes of philosophers, the meaning of brain is personality, identity, and memories. And from religious point of view, the brain is the spirit, and which may provide us awareness of Almighty Allah. And for scientists, mind is generator of ideas and thoughts. The mind has carried with it many diverse labels. And it means that mind certainly has been labeled in various ways. In its infancy, references to the mind surely were metaphoric. It is the symbolic meanings of brain. It was not until the 14th and 15th centuries that the generalization of mind to include all mental faculties, thoughts, decisions, feelings, and memory gradually developed. In the late 19th and 20th century, brought psychology to the forefront as a respected science. So psychology was certainly taken under the umbrella of science. In the late 19th and early 20th century, due in a small part to the work of Freud and others, the popular focus on the human mind, its role in the behavioral science, and the mind-body connection solidified. solidified. Today, the concept of mind and its functions is almost always discussed. Okay, so we are running out of time. So we are again that we will certainly continue the same, please.